Hey, everybody out there in the internet world. So, when I was young, I had a very serious case of asthma, and I'm so old that I come from a time before the inhaler was invented. So, when I would have an asthma attack, I would have to be thrown into a car and then rushed to a hospital nearby and hope to God that we made it in time before I died or whatever the thing is that happens during an attack. I think that you just pass out and your lungs might relax, but can't be totally sure about that. I never went that far with it. Uh, so now this video is to help people who, this isn't for if you're in the throes of an attack right now. This isn't really the method to help you get out of it, but this is something you're going to practice so that when an attack does happen, you can use this method, but you're going to have to practice it in the days before. So on a good day, you got to practice this thing. So here, so for me, I guess the first thing to do is to remove yourself from the environment that is causing the attack. So for me, cold weather. If I go outside the door and it's really cold out, my lungs just they seize up, and it's like that. I'm trying to breathe through a straw kind of feeling, and it's horrible. It's a bad feeling, man. You feel like you're gonna die. It's like drowning when you're not even in the water. So the first thing is to go back inside. Maybe get a scarf, something you can breathe through to kind of warm up the air around your body before it goes in. That's kind of how I get through that, because not everyone can just go back inside. I mean, we got jobs and things like that we got to go to. That's kind of the first step. The other thing that I do, which is this breathing technique, and this breathing technique is called ujjayi breathing or constricted nasal breathing. And you can look this up online. There's tons of other videos about it. You don't got to believe me. It's all out there. And this is what really works for me. And I will explain why as we get through it. So when you're in the depths of this attack, you really don't have, your mind starts racing and your heart starts beating. It's fight or flight, cortisol is being released, stress, and you're just like, oh my God, like, how am I gonna get out of this? And you're trying to breathe, and you're looking around, and how can anybody help me? How can I even tell anyone? And you're having a hard time sucking the air in, and it's like, calm down. And I know that's hard to do at that time, but you really gotta calm down and relax yourself. So first, remove yourself from the environment, sit down, don't move around a lot, relax your heart rate, try and get it down as best as you can. With the ujjayi breathing, this will just come naturally. So ujjayi is kind of like this, like really like heavy, like this is the breathing. It allows you to do long 30-second in and long 30-second out. Now that is a challenge to accomplish to get it that far, but you'll get there eventually. I mean, you don't have to, you just got to do it a little bit. So this breathing teaches your body how to use a very minimal amount of oxygen going through, how to not trying to suck it in through the lungs, through your mouth, and it teaches your body, it trains it to just breathe long, slow, very minuscule breaths in through the nose, and you don't feel faint, you don't feel tired, your heartbeat's not going to race, you're not going to feel all out of control. And the best way to get into ujjayi or constricted nasal breathing is to picture fogging up a mirror or a piece of glass. So you're kind of like, now it's the exact same thing with your mouth closed, tongue kind of pressed up on the roof of your mouth. Same kind of breathing, but with your mouth closed so that the air is being forced out through your nose, and it ends up coming out. I didn't even close my mouth, but I put the tongue on the roof of my mouth that time. So once again, and you can hear that kind of constricted sound. It's very like nasal, it's very breathing. It's like that moment when people are falling asleep on the couch right before they start snoring and passing out. It's kind of like right in between that kind of zone. So breathing in, long, slow breaths in. gives it that kind of ocean sound. It's very relaxing. Uh, the other step to this, once you've got that down, is deep belly breathing. So you're breathing through the diaphragm. You're not trying to breathe with your lungs expanding. You're not using the power of your lungs to. You're using your belly. Your belly is when you push your belly out, belly goes out, breath comes in. So you're breathing into your belly. You kind of focus and picture that inside of you, breathing in, and you push your stomach muscles out, so your belly is going out. And then you pull your belly back in. The action of your belly going out and in is pushing the air in and out, and you're not relying solely on your lung muscles, if you want to call them that, to be doing all of the action, which in that state of an asthma attack, you don't want to be using your lungs like that. You want them relaxed, cool, calm, and collected. I really hope that this technique helps somebody out there who deals with asthma. I have not taken the rescue inhaler in a few years now, ever since I started doing this breathing technique with Ujjayi breathing and with the belly. Mostly Ujjayi. The belly is like a secondary thing you can do after. So when you're using those sprays, you're literally training your lungs to become dependent on an external chemical to work properly. You're not helping your lungs in any way. You're only prolonging the asthma longer throughout your life. If you really want to get rid of the asthma, start weaning yourself off of all these chemical sprays that you're putting into your body. That is seriously the best help I can give anyone out there. Hope that helps. Peace, love, and light. Namaste, and all that other good noise. Ding!